I had this vision that, and I believed with all my heart, that once a business owner, once you've paid your taxes, your books are clean, and your financial statements are up to date, then everything with a business is fine. But the longer I was doing it, and the longer I was preaching the message, the more I started becoming aware of different things. First of all, compliance did not create wealth. That was number one. So when I discovered that, I felt this huge disconnect, but also I begin to feel like a fraud because I saw how business owners were struggling. And then here I have to come and say to an owner who is worried about making payroll at the end of the month, or paying the rent at the end of the month, or just having enough money to get through the next month. And here I'm telling them about compliance and bookkeeping and taxes. And I felt as if I was adding to the burden instead of taking away from the burden. I also felt frustrated because I could see from my vantage point, I could see how much money was being wasted in a business. But I also had no right to tell a business owner how to spend their money and to preach to them to say that this is why your business isn't growing. And that's when I realized it's not bookkeeping that's the problem, or bookkeeping that is the key and the answer to everything. It was just a small piece of the puzzle. Because if your books are not in order, your business will not grow. But there was something deeper and something more personal and intimate at stake. And that's when it hit me. It was about the relationship that business owners have with money. It was about the story they tell themselves about money. It was their lack of belief in themselves that they could do more and that they are worthy of more. The inability to say no due to a lack of boundaries. And the one issue that was very big to me was that many business owners did not see their business as a way to create wealth, to end the cycle of poverty and dependence. They only saw their businesses as something to put food on the table. And I looked deeper into what was playing off in front of me because it was the same movie, the same script, but just different names and faces. And it was heartbreaking and frustrating for me to see how many business owners pour their heart and soul into their business. They give it their everything, they commit themselves to the business, but yet they kept on coming up empty, burned out, disappointed, broke, ready to give up. They didn't know how to move beyond the hustle, even though the books were clean, the taxes were paid, financial statements were up to date, and their businesses were compliant. And that is when my new business was born. Because I wanted to, initially, when I started with bookkeeping, I had this vision of building businesses from the inside out. And this is exactly what I'm doing now. Is to not just teach a business owner how to track their money, but to let you understand and to make you see and understand what is your relationship with money. To build your confidence so that you can say yes to the right things and no to the wrong things. To create boundaries so that you people must know how far you go and to look at your values. Who are you? What are your non-negotiables and what is the important things to you? But most of all, to help you build a business that reflects who you are and not who you think you should be, but a business that resonates with your soul, that doesn't drain your health, your soul, and break your heart. So now, this is my invitation for you to join me, to become part of something big and something amazing, so that you can build a business. This is my invitation to work with me so that you can build a business that flourishes, that thrives, grows, and that makes a profit that makes you smile. So that you can build a business where you don't feel burnout and invisible. So if you are serious about growing your business, I'll say again, this is your invitation to join me. This is the beginning of a whole new journey where I speak to your transformation, where I speak to the heart of your business, and that is you. This is the invitation for you to grow into something big and beautiful that will feed your heart and feed your soul. And that will put money in your pocket where it belongs. I just want to say who this is not for. If you are starting your business and you are looking for free advice, then this is not for you. Then I would ask you to keep on watching the free videos and the free information. I will still do videos about compliance, about taxes and bookkeeping, but now I will go much deeper. I will go to the soul of the business owners. I'll be talking about why your heart is breaking, why you are broke. I will be talking about how to deal with why it's so difficult for you to say no. So I'll be going so much deeper so that you can be happy and successful and flourish, and your business must bring you joy. For those who will not be able to become part of the transformational programs, because it's not a course, this is not about tick boxes, this is not about checklists. When you come on board, this will be about looking at your soul, asking uncomfortable questions, and having the courage to answer it. But for those who can't afford it, there will be free resources, but my time will not be one of those free resources. And I will just want to end off by saying thank you to every single person who was watching, subscribing, and who commented. Thank you for helping this channel to grow. Because honestly, as a creator and as a business person, without our clients, without our subscribers, it's like we are talking to air. So I need you, and you need me. And I just want to say thank you so much. I want to end off by asking you to please leave a comment, put in the comments, what are the things that's holding you back in your business? I want to ask you, why do you find it difficult to say no? Why is it difficult for you to price your services so that you can actually make a profit? So, we will be answering all of these questions. Thank you once again for watching, subscribing, and commenting.